All right. Okay, so some reamping. So this is, you know what I'll do? I'll start by playing a minute of this so we can hear it. Without that, let's get all this out of here. We'll kill these DIs. So basically this is, Mike's band, Mike Joey. They're called Iron Sky. Cool band. And they're in Australia. They're in Melbourne, Australia, the land of the Pama. Who knows what a Pama is? You can comment, or you can not comment. It's Pama in Melbourne is it's chicken parm with French fries under it. Pama. I spent a month out there making a record, and I ate a few Pamas. You know me, I get a little crazy with the Pamas. Anyway, that is it. So where is his... Why am I losing my mind? Okay, there we go, yeah. So anyway, this is... So what he did was, he... Let me get rid of this. His guitar player... That's so weird, they're backwards. That's so unlike it. There you go. His guitar player... They tracked the drums. They're at Pony with my buddy Troy. This is in Melbourne. The bass, which I don't know. I don't even know if I have bass in here yet. I don't think I have bass. I don't know. I got to ask him. But, and the guitar player did the guitars, I think, at his house. And I think he uses like Amplitude 5. And then he basically gave me a DI. And then he also did a print, like a sim, they call sim track, like a sim, like an amp sim track. So we're gonna see about reamping. Here, I'll play you a little bit of it. Let's see if it's... What's going on here? Why is that? Oh, I did this. Sorry about that. That was crazy. 1 and 2. We'll just put this to the left. So here are the two amps, amp 1 and amp 1 and amp 2. I labeled them wrong. I'm like, why does it look so weird? Oh yeah, no. So this is, sorry about that. I'll leave that there just so I can get this first, and then I'll go DI, and then this would just be G2. Sorry about that, guys. I don't really prep these videos. I don't know. Maybe I should. There we go. All right. So, oh my God. Let me kill these DI tracks. So they were the correct way. They were labeled wrong. There you go. So that sounds nice. I mean, that's Amplitude. Okay, so yeah, those sound nice. So here's a little trick. Make sure I'm doing this. Okay, everything's recording, right? And I got permission from Mike to do this. Again, the band is called Iron Sky. I got permission from him to do this. So here's a little thought on all this, which is sometimes, like, especially if like the guitars that the guy did on his own are cool, sometimes you can get yourself kind of like, you know, it's like the old, like, chasing the rough. Like, you know, people will hire you to mix, and then, you know, you start messing with the song, and they've been listening to the rough for 4 months in their car, and all of a sudden your mix just sounds strange. Regardless of it, whether it's better or not is irrelevant. It's different. So these guitars are cool. So I'm gonna do some reamping, and we may use all of it and kill his guitars. We may get a blend. We may not use much of what I'm doing and use his. So I don't know until we get there. But these are just straight heavies right here. So now if I come here and I kill this, I open up my DI and I open up these two tracks. If I was to come here and solo it, in theory, we will just hear the reamp, right? So we should, yeah, there you go. So you've got this G1 reamp is the amp, and G1 rechem, that's the Kemper. So let's get rid of the Kemper. Okay, and that's the modded Marshall. Let's take a gander. OCD on there, Cameron mod. So let's kill this. Now we'll listen to this Kemper. Open up the Marshall and kind of run through it, but it's going to be very out of phase. Well, I did a time adjustment. I'll show you what we're going to do. Let's try that. Let's just take a gander at this real quick. That's kind of his jam. So that's modded Marshall and like dual rack with the OCD on, just like level at 12, tone at 12, gain almost off, just a little bit, but it just takes that whole thing and goes shoo. All right, so now what we want to do is we need to figure out what's the differential here, right? So if we kill this time adjuster, what I'll do is just kind of look at the first hit. Right? Now I come here, kill that, and we'll go in slip mode and we'll open this waveform up. And you know, you can do this by running a click through it, but I don't know, I've just gotten good over the years with it. I kind of just know how to do it. Yeah, so like you see, so what we're doing is we're figuring out, right? So the amp, this is the amp track. This is the stereo Kemper track. The amp track is arriving sooner. Reason being because, you know, it's just an amp. Like the Kemper is like a processing thing, right? So it's 231. So it looks like, from what I can see, it looks like the polarity is right. They both start by going down, but we'll check that. Sometimes it looks one way, but it's actually different. It's very weird. So what we'll do is, yeah, we'll check that. But it looks like it's 231 samples, ballpark, right? So now let's just run this down and see what happens. So what I did was, on this amp one, I put on a time adjuster for 231 samples, and this time adjuster is a DSP, so it works while it's recording, but I'm not really worried about what it sounds like while it's recording. It sometimes can just sound a little funky while it's processing, you know, while it's recording. So maybe what we'll do is well, you know, I'll just let it run down a little bit. There's a noise gate. Let me kill the noise gate on that. I don't think it mattered because I think it just chopped off anyway. I'll have to cut it anyway. I'll fade it. All right, so now check it out. We'll put that gate back on because sometimes it may have made the like there may have been a little gap, so it was nice. Oh, did I just shut that off? Oh my God! Sorry about that. Oh no, I don't remember. Wait, which one was I? Which one was I on? I was on Dual Rex Solo 25. This one. Okay, there we go. We're back. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to kill the DI, get out of the recording. Let's put this on standby so I can stop hearing you in the other room. Now we're just going to listen to these two tracks now with the plug. Let's try something. Let's look at his track, which his track looks like, we're just going to do a guesstimate here. His looks like it starts about the same time as the amp track, and it looks like it does go down. It looks about the same. So you know what we're going to do? We're just going to play them all three of them, and see what it sounds like. So this here, oh no, hold on, let me look at his amp sim. Oh yeah, yeah. You know what? It looks close enough. Yeah, that's close enough. Let's just hear what it sounds like. So this is now going to be all three of them. This is going to be the amp sim. This is my Marshall. This is my Kemper. Going to sound cool, and then we can blend them, right? So if we kill the, so this is the, and the reason I'm doing it this way, I'm going to show you something. We're going to go out of solo mode. Now what we're going to do is go down to the next batch, and what I want to do is double this, just this first course, because I want to listen to it all stacked up, make sure it's going to be cool, right? So now I've got the same thing here. I'm going to call this G1, or no, G2 Reamp. And then this next one is G2 Rechem. Doesn't matter. Okay, so here's this and this, and we're going to solo these, and then we're going to open up this DI and solo it, and we're going to kill the track. So now we're just going to send the DI to these two, which will be 10 and 1 and 2. I don't know why there's no sound, but I should be hearing some hiss. Oh no, because this is off. Hey, let's see what happens. All right, let me see if this is making any noise. Oh, so we got to put it out 3. Now it's going to make noise. Okay, and these got to be in I mode. There it goes. All right, and we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to drag this time adjuster over to here. We're doing the same plugins. Let's just do kind of the same level. I realized I kind of hit it at a certain level, but it seemed to just work. So I don't know. 18.5. There you go. So it's really exactly the same, right? So let's try this. That's cool. All right, so now we're gonna fire it up. Make sure we. Oh shoot, wrong one. We're gonna make sure we like it, and then we're gonna listen to it against the music, and then we'll run the whole thing down. So what we'll do is we'll mute the 2 DIs. We'll bring this here so we can kind of see it. It'll be nice once I clean this up. It'll make more sense. So there you go. So there, we'll just leave them like that. And that's it. So basically the same. And then, it's gonna sound killer. Oh, oh man, that Marshall and that Kemper are just crazy. And what you can do too is you can do 2 different blends, left and right, and really get it a little bit wider, right? There you go. So we're just gonna use the same profile, which is dual rec solo 25 Mesa. I think it's Deadlight. And it's just stock. I'm not touching anything. That's going to be the stockola. So there it is. So, wow. All right. So now we're going to run it down, baby. We're going to kill this. Yo, we don't need to kill this. We'll just leave that open. We'll go here, DI. Let's turn his amp off. And we're just going to go like this. Let's run this a second. And that's it. And that's how you get a basic DI or a reamp. I mean, that's one way. It's a good way. I'm using the best. I mean, the Little Labs Ready is phenomenal. I've got the Marshall going into, it's molting at the Allen and Heath. It's going through 2 TG preamps, the Chandler limited preamps, which are phenomenal, and it's just going straight into just straight into the Avid converter, and then coming out of the Kemper, I'm going into a pair of distressors and hitting it, and also going through a GML EQ, but the EQ is not engaged. And then those are going into the 2 burls. So, yeah, it's just crazy, man. So I'll run down this section, and then we'll do a double. You can kind of listen to it as it goes. And, you know, and there you go. A couple more minutes, and the video will be over. Check out my buddy's band, man. I think the guitar player's name is Marky, maybe? Could be wrong. Really talented guy, like guitar producer, like dude. Mike is just he actually was drums, and he drummed in a band that I mixed their single about 10 years ago on my console, and he was the drummer, and now he's like singing. He's kind of like, I guess he went Dave Grohl on us, right? But Mike Joey, and he's just a great guy, and we love him, and he came out here. And, I'll show you what he gave me. He also gave my son a bunch of stuff. He gave me the Mr. Scary. All right, so let's make this record, Mr. Scary. Chippy tune. So I had, for a second there, I had his amp. You know what? I'll just fire them all up. Guitars are going to be ridiculously loud. But here you go. So now we're going to bounce down the left side, or the right side here. It's going to be loud, dog. This is all right. Right. Oh, yeah, this is this. Reamp. Oh, okay, I see. All right. So here you go. Left, right, DI coming out. Right. So there it is, basic like some reamping techniques, and you know, we can do nice blends, and again we can get the left blend and the right blend slightly different, put some BX shred spread on it, get it to feel like I've been listening to that Alice in Chains record, man. Oh, the one with the red, like the devil made the dinosaurs or whatever. Oh my god, the guitar is like, it feels like he's playing all around me. It's just, I mean, I think that's Randy Staub mixing. I mean, that guy's, that's my hero, but that's for another story. That's for another video. But yeah, and also again, like trying to capture their vibe and listening to the guitar that he simulated, because that's kind of what he wants, right? So we stayed there, and I knew I really the thought was will the rectifier be better, or will the VH4 be better? And the VH4 clashed a little bit to me with the Marshall. The VH4 to me is better on its own a little bit. The Mesa is more like, and it's got like the hole for the Marshall. The VH4 sits kind of to me between the Mesa and the Marshall, but it's got too much energy in the same spot as the Marshall. So anyway, that's it. I'll wrap this. I mean, you guys don't want me to hear. I guess got to keep going on this and bouncing it. Oh, you know what? Well, now that's it. We're going to end it. All right. So I'm going to reamp these cleans, and I just thought this would be interesting. Now we're on to, we've got the clean DI, which is this. Here's his processed one. Here's his sim one. So let's try something with the Axe effects. So now if we come out here 3, this is now going out through the Axe effects. I've been doing this patch with my Tele or my Strat, so it's more pearly. This is loop a little bit of this. All right, so we'll just put it on there, and that may be cool. It may add a little dimension because this is what he has. Yeah, that's the amplitude. So we're just we'll run it down and we'll see how it goes, right? So here we go, listening. Yeah, I don't know exactly why. We got to move, so I just adjusted it there. This could be a cool place too for me to use my GML, but we're you know what? Let me try one other thing. Let me try using my little onboard EQ. So I kind of want to give it a little bit more of a pearly feel. The dang overdrive was on. I'm like, why does it sound like this? Dude, I'm making the video. We're reamping right now. Can you hear me? Yeah, hold on. I think that was on this. Where is it here? There's a little. Yeah, so, hey, we have no bass yet.
Bass?
I have no bass guitar.
There should be in there. Hold on.
I thought there was, but I don't see it.
Yeah, it should be there.
All right, well, it could be operator error. Maybe I I thought I imported everything. I'll check. But anyway, we're gonna end the video. But dude, you want to hear the heavies?
Yeah, go.
Okay. No bass yet. This is probably there, but here we go.
And I want fire to get back to you. Fire is burning in my
That's gonna be cool, yo.
That sounds cool.
All right, let me wrap this video. Hold on one second. All right, guys, so that's the end. We got Mike Joey on the thing. And yeah, I got to find the bass. It's probably my fault. Anyway, like and subscribe. And Ion Sky. What does that mean?
Yeah, man. It means ion in the skies.
So, rock and roll's always so heavy.